Hey guys, what's up? God bless everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content on nursing, lifestyle, and much more. And if you're returning, thank you for returning. And also, give me a thumbs up and comment down below. So what will we be talking about today, guys? As you see, we have a new setup here. My setup, you like? I have a lot of more videos coming up, guys. So today's topic will be how to become a nurse. Quick backstory: as you know, I am an LPN in the state of Washington. I have a huge backstory I would love to share with you guys one day, but for today's video we're gonna make it quick and snappy. So I have a new setup. I've been having a Canon camera, but I haven't really taken the time to take it out of the closet. It's been a little dusty. But for the purpose of this video, I want to shoot a video on it, which I'm doing that today because I have some notes on my phone and I want to refer to them. So I quickly want to, reach a wider audience, especially on YouTube, because I feel like my journey has been very lengthy and very tiresome and long, and just I can keep on going, but I would really like to help those future nursing students, those nurses in the making, to not make the same mistakes that I have made, and to make this journey much more smoother and quicker for you guys to start working, in the field as a nurse. So let's get to it, guys. Today's video, once again, is how to become a nurse. So, like I said, I'm going to be referring to my notes. I'll also just screen record it and post that little section here so you guys can look at my, side view here that you guys can follow with me. So guys, I also want to just tell you guys to please support my channel. It will help me grow, and also support my Instagram. If you guys have not followed me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Jahira_nextlevelnursing, and also my Facebook page. And just, comment down below, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I bet you guys won't regret it. Okay, let's get to it. So, how to become a nurse. So there's a couple steps you want to take. There's literally 6 major steps. This will vary from state, this will vary from country, this will vary from school and requirements, but this breakdown that I have made is literally a 6-step breakdown of major steps that most programs will consist of. Alright guys, so your first step. The first step is you want to decide what type of nurse you want to be. And I'm not speaking about a specialty. I'm speaking about what type of nurse. As we know that there are LPNs, which are licensed practical nurses, or in the state of Texas, they're called LVNs, which are licensed vocational nurses. So if you want to be an LPN or LVN, that usually takes 1 year, not including prerequisites. Then there is the RN, which is a registered nurse, which usually takes 2 years, not including prerequisites. And then there's the BSN, which typically takes 4 years, and that's the undergrad. And then you'll go down with, which I broke it down to time frame. Time frame is very crucial because I know a lot of people, for example, as myself, when I started, I really wanted to become an RN. It didn't happen, and I just kept on lingering to the fact that I didn't want to be a LPN, which it would have bbeen quicker at that time to become an LPN because I already had all my prerequisites. In the state of New York where I started, we didn't really need prerequisites. It was just a like a technical school or a trade school, and I could have just gotten that done, but it didn't happen. So time frame is important. If you only have like a year to do this or 2 years, then I would definitely go with the LPN route. And then if you have more time, then I would go with the BSN, depending what your time frame is. But I want you guys to remember the time frames I specified, they do not include your prerequisites. So what are prerequisites? Prerequisites are courses that the nursing program requires in order for you to apply to the program. Your prerequisites can take anywhere from 1 to 2 years. Typically 2 years. Some programs include the prerequisites in the program, or others you have to take at least most of the prerequisites, and then some prerequisites you can take in the actual program. Okay, so the next step, not the next step, this is just little bullets I have. So once you graduate, then you can pick your specialty. That's why I said what type of nurse you want to, what is the type of nurse you want to become was the first step. And when I say type, I meant like either LPN, RN, or BSN. And then when I say specialty, usually you pick your specialty when you graduate. Once you graduate, you can become an ER nurse, you can become an ICU nurse, a PCU nurse, med tele, med surge, like literally there are thousands of different types of nurses out there. And then step number two, apply to the college or university. And basically, of course, you're going to do your research, and all that will be little bullet points and just research you have to do. But for number two, you will apply to the college, to the university, to the trade school. You will start applying. And within this, you'll start applying to the actual college, not to the actual nursing program, because as we know, we have to be accepted into the school and then start doing your prerequisites. So step number three will be starting your required prerequisites, and these prerequisites can consist from AMP 1 and 2, microbiology. They can be English 1, English 2, or Composition 1, Composition 2, just different names for them. A lot of programs I know require statistics, nutrition, and just stuff like that. For my own experience, I was required to take, let's see, AMP 1 and 2, micro. I had to take nutrition. I had to take statistics, algebra 1, and I think 2. And there's several other classes, but each school varies, so I don't want you guys to focus too much on that part, because I want you guys to do your research and then figure out what are the prerequisites in your program. Okay, so we spoke about 1, 2, and 3. Now we're on 4. I want you guys, after your prerequisites are done and you have your, your checklist of all the prerequisites that you have done throughout the semesters, I want you then to start applying to the nursing program. And make sure that you look at the deadline, because each nursing program has a deadline. So when you start applying, you will go to the school that you desire. They have a nursing program. And then you look on their nursing program. They'll usually have a checklist or a packet that you can print out. I want you to print that out, guys. If they don't have a packet, I want you to make a packet, and I want you to make sure you print out all the required documents that nursing program requires. Why do I say this, guys? Because I made the mistake when I was younger to not download the packet, or to not follow the rules of that nursing program's packet, or not follow the rules of the nursing program's deadline, and just these silly mistakes that literally cost me my acceptance. So I want you guys to remember, be precautious, read the little details, make sure to create a checklist if there isn't one. Just be on top of your deadline. Alright, guys. And then also, a lot of nursing programs require you to have your CNA license. What is a CNA license? So a CNA license is a certified nursing assistant license or certificate. Basically, some schools may require you to go get that, or just take the course and you don't have to apply for the state licensure. Just actually have the certificate. But if your school does, just do some research, look for programs near you, and sometimes in some states you can get it done in literally 6 to 8 weeks, or you can go get it done in a couple weekends. it just varies by state, so I don't want to give you guys information. For me, because I was a medical assistant, I was able to complete it in 1 weekend, and literally I just went for 2 days and I was able to take the class and then apply to the state and then get my CNA. Of course, I had to, take the test for the CNA. So after that, guys, once you get accepted into the nursing program, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to want to quit, but I want you guys to remember that this is not the end. You guys will do it, and you guys will get past this huge hardship that you guys might think you guys are facing. So just be positive and remember that you made it this far, you got accepted, you're finishing all your core classes. Each school will be different, but you will get it done. And then once you graduate, you're going to sit for that NCLEX. You're going to be more than prepared. You will be overwhelmed because I have taken the NCLEX once during my LPN program. And then you will finish taking the NCLEX and feel like you don't know anything. But I want you to remember that you do know it and you will pass. So just be positive. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise and stay motivated. And guys, that was my last step, number 6. You will pass the NCLEX and you will either take the NCLEX PN or the NCLEX RN. Whichever one it is, you will pass it. Just remember to get a good night's sleep, to study, not the night before, not the night, not the night of the weekend before. Make sure to prepare yourself literally 3 months in advance. At least I want to say 2 to 3 months in advance. And why do I say this? Because a lot of people think that they learned everything during their nursing program and that they don't really need to study. And I don't know why that concept is out there. I do understand you learned a lot during your nursing program, but I feel like you need to refresh. And when you start doing your comprehensive studying for your NCLEX, you can either do Archer Review, you can do your NCLEX LPN or NCLEX RN, Saunders book, or you can do UWorld. There is also Kaplan out there. If you look at my other videos, you'll see other resources out there. I personally used for my NCLEX LPN, I used the UWorld. UWorld was so amazing. It gave me 2 assessments and I did very bad on my first one. On my second one, I did amazing and I passed my NCLEX on the first try. So to recap this video, guys, I want to just quickly go down the list from 1 to 6 so you guys can remember what we talked about and how to become a nurse. So step number 1, decide what type of nurse you want to become. LPN, RN, or BSN. Step number 2, apply to the college/university or even technical college. Step number 3, start your required nursing program prerequisites. Very important. Start your prerequisites. Step number 4, apply to the nursing program, specifically nursing program, by the deadline. Step number 5, get accepted into the nursing program and pass all your core requisites. Step number 6, the last step, pass your NCLEX PN or NCLEX RN. Alright guys, that's it. That wraps up this video on how to become an RN. Now quickly, don't forget to like, share, smash that subscribe button, help my channel grow, and share a video, any of my videos with your friends, your family, anyone who wants to become a nurse. Peace out. God bless.